So on this one it says find an equation of the line with the given properties. So slope equals 3 containing the point -2, 3. So on this one we're going to have to plug it into that point slope form because they gave us the point and a slope. So this would be our x1 and this would be our y1. So it's y subtract y1, which is 3, equals 3 times x subtract x1, and since it's -2, you can't subtract a negative, so I'm going to change it to +2. Now then on this one, they say to simplify. I didn't write it on here, but we're going to do that. So I'd have y subtract 3 equals, I'm going to distribute my 3 here, so 3x plus 6. And then I'd add my 3. So y equals 3x plus 9. And that would be my answer. This one they give us 2 points, so I'm going to have to find the slope of this and then use the point slope form. So let's label them x1, y1, x2, y2. So I have y2 subtract y1 over x2 subtract x1, because this is the slope formula. So this equals 2 subtract 3 would be -1. -1 subtract 1 would be -2. So that's going to be a negative divided by a negative is +1/2. And this is our m. Then we pick a point, and it doesn't matter which point we use when we go to plug this into the point slope form. And I may work them both out just to show you that. I'll just do one really fast. So on this one, we're going to use this point right now. So I'd have y subtract 3 equals my m is 1/2 times x subtract 1. So y subtract 3 equals 1/2 x. 1/2 times 1 would be subtract 1/2. And I'm going to have to add my 3. Now 3 is the same as 6/2. So I'm going to use that when I go to combine these. So y equals 1/2 x, -1/2 plus 6 would be plus 5/2. Now then, that would be my answer, and that's how I'd type it in. I'm going to work it out real quick using this point just to show you it doesn't matter which point you use. So I'd have y subtract 2 equals 1/2 x, and it'd be x times, and subtract a negative, so plus 1. So y subtract 2 equals 1/2 x plus 1/2. We'd add 2. So y equals, and this is the same as 4/2. 1/2 x, 4 plus 1 would be plus 5/2. So it doesn't matter which point you use, you're going to end up with the same answer. So this one, slope undefined containing the point 2, 4. This is the one I was telling you about. Undefined is a vertical line. A vertical line means it's going to be x equals 2. You just kind of have to remember this one. Horizontals we can plug into the equation, verticals we can't. Is the next problem horizontal though.